Hello, my name is Chris, and Ross told me one of his buddies just bought a 2017 Ford Focus RS. It is winter, it is raining, it is cold, and I just finished reviewing a Volvo, and there was almost no sunlight left in the day. We went to review it anyways. I hope you'll find this review useful and interesting. The RS exterior is just the right blend of aggressive Euro and Focus Rally Sport. The slick pastel gray is a perfect match for this car. For the look, all three of us agreed it looked like a greasy fast war machine, no question. Pricing is interesting. In 2017, this car sold for $50,000 Canadian, and for 2018, RS now goes for $60,000 Canadian. For this added money, you get a front mechanical limited slip differential and some carbon fiber trim. $60,000 for a Ford Focus. This owner shopped smartly and looked for a dealer with an oversupply of 2017s. Interestingly, he had previously attempted to buy a Type R of Honda, but the dealers were out of cars. Talking to this owner, I quickly appreciated he was the quintessential buyer of this type of vehicle. He was into mods, or still is into mods, and changes cars every 2 years or less. He has owned a lot of BMWs and Honda Civic SIs, among others, and is obsessed with driver involvement. Family life now make the time required for mods impractical. Buying the RS made sense for him, as this is a Focus modified by the best of Ford. Lots of room for stuff here. The hatchback advantage is evident, with just enough backseat room to carry 4 people. In front, the attention whores are the Recaro seats, made with a suede-like material, crazy bolstering, and they do look amazing. This owner does a lot of mileage to go to work and says they are comfortable. I, on the other hand, can't do more than 20 minutes in these seats. My lower back and legs cry stop. The owner said this car feels special. On the interior, the blue stitching breaks up the unicolor interior well. The shifter is notchy but easy to use. The friction point of the clutch is distinct yet not too heavy. The steering is precise and heavy. The suspension in comfort mode is tight, but more livable than some reviewers say. The seats are race-worthy. The engine farts when you get off the gas in sport mode. The exhaust sounds badass, and the engine note generates a deep bass in the cabin. Ford nails every sensorial aspect of the driver in a zero rattle interior, very important for those who love cars. In this sense, RS is flawless, a true experience car. The engine produces 350 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, and acceleration was rocket linear. Good job, Ford. The owner particularly likes this exposed air filter and hates the small gas tank. Everything looks so business in the engine bay. All-wheel drive ensure 12 months of fun. Here are some quick thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers, driving the 2017 Ford Focus RS. One of Ross's buddies, Steven, was nice enough to provide the car for the test. Steven has agreed to share his thoughts on why he bought this car, why he likes it, and I always find it very useful when actual owners say why they bought the car, why they liked it, and what they shopped. So you shopped which cars before choosing this one?
So I check out the Volkswagen Golf R,
yeah,
the Civic Type R, and the STI.
Yes.
And I make my choice on the RS because I think it's the most balanced of the bunch. I think it's more like Type R in R mode.
Okay.
I think it's the best way to describe it, because if I was about to buy the Type R, I was about to drive it always in R+, right? But with the RS, if I drive in comfort mode, it's like driving the Type R. So, and I mean, if we live in California, I choose right away the Type R, right away, without thinking. But we live in Quebec, we have a lot of snowstorm, it's always raining these days, so with the all-wheel drive of the RS and heated seat, heated steering wheel, so that's why I choose the RS.
You said you mentioned to me before that the Golf R you thought lacked a little bit of oomph.
Yeah.
Of the gang. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. When you sit down in a RS, it's like there's a little something that the other cars doesn't have. I don't know if it's just about the sound of the engine, or if it's the seat, or I really don't know.
The shifter, the clutch pedal, the bitey brakes.
I think it's everything. It just feels so special. Every day, it's my daily driver. Every day I sat down in this car, and it's always same thing. Big smile. I mean, I really don't know, Chris. I'm in love with this car.
You enjoy we accelerated just before.
Yep.
That's fun. You must do that quite often.
Every day.
Every day.
I must confess.
You feel it has the most power of the gang.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to do 60 miles an hour to have some fun. I mean, just stomp the gas and
that's it. You don't have to go to jail.
Exactly. You can keep your driver's license.
Exactly. What about these seats?
Super comfy for me. I'm 5'6", so
you have. What's your daily like? How much time does it take for you to get to work?
From home to work, it's 80 kilometers.
80?
Yep.
And you got no problem with these seats?
No problem at all.
That's interesting.
No problem at all. But like I said, I'm a small size, so maybe it can help. But I mean, I have no problem whatsoever with the ergonomics of this car.
What about the clutch?
No problem at all.
No problem for the daily drive?
Yes, it's heavier than if you check on the side. It's heavier feel.
Yes.
But I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah, this one has a much more distinct bite point than the Honda one.
Yeah.
And I'd say that the shifter is like notchy, but not. It's not an effort. Like really a great shifter. The driver inputs I find are excellent. I'm in sport mode now. It's heavy, but it's not too heavy. I could drive every day in sport mode, I think.
Yeah.
No problem. I put the suspension in comfort, though. Definitely, like, the suspension for me, comfort is my mode. Do you drive it in comfort during the week, or do you...
Always in comfort.
Yeah, always in comfort?
Always in comfort. If I want to have some fun, I put it in sport. But, I mean, just everyday driving, comfort, it's perfect. It's perfect for me.
All right. Well, listen, thank you for that. And those are the thoughts of an actual owner. And if you like this video, why don't you subscribe? And if you like this particular video, you can like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you own RS or are thinking of buying one, I'd like to hear your comments. And that's the review.